All right, now y'all behave yourself.
Oh, no. It's been too long getting here to behave, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Does she keep you? Is she the one that keeps you everything? Yeah.
No.
You're like, please.
No, we try to keep each other, but, we just have lots.
You guys are such a good team.
Well,
I mean, you seem like a good team.
Yeah.
I'm not with you all the time, but
no,
from what I see, it seems
out.
like you are.
It works out, yeah.
That's nice. I have a friend who I've just been doing the dirty heart out with. We're a good team, too. So.
Yeah. Well, and it takes teamwork,
Yeah.
To do this. All right. I think we're ready. Yes, here I am, and with one of our favorite people in the whole wide world, Miss Richelle Sigrist.
Hi.
Richelle, what have you been doing with yourself? You're going to have to get closer to the microphone.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, that works great. Right there.
Okay.
And, that way people on Facebook can see you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those folks.
Yeah, they're important.
Yes, they are.
This is the way I like to go, too.
Well, I know. I've seen some of your videos.
Oh, yeah.
There was that one that you were like a la natural, almost.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Who knows? I forget them as soon as I do them, pretty much.
Well, I think you, and when I say a la natural, you weren't naked.
Oh, I think that was like the morning of my CD release party.
Yes.
And I was like, sniffling and wiping my eyes all over the place because I just woke up. I know. I forget that stays there. And
yeah, for like forever.
Yeah. But, it is what it is. I'm all about being real.
Well, you are real.
Transparent.
That's one of the reasons we like you.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, and I was telling you, and I wasn't just blowing smoke up your skirt that you don't have on today, but when people come in and they see your picture in here, they're like, "Oh, I just love that, Richelle. You have fans."
That makes me feel really good.
Yeah,
it really does. Have you ever heard of the 5 love languages?
Yeah, I think so.
Joyce has, yeah.
Yeah.
So they are like quality time and physical touch and acts of service and gifts, and then words of affirmation. That's me.
You need the words of
That's
affirmation.
me. Yes, I love word, and that's how so they're basically saying like you show love that way to people. So I will tell people like positive things I see in them if they're feeling like they're unsure, but I will never lie to them. I won't lie to you just to make you feel good, but I'm like all about words. So to me it's like a gift. So when I hear it back, it's like, it fills me up.
Well,
so
good.
yeah, so you don't have to buy me anything. Just tell me that
you're a
I'm
cheap
nice.
date.
I am a very cheap date.
But it has to be genuine.
Yes.
And people pick up on when you're not being genuine.
Oh, of course. I do anyway.
Yeah.
I pick up on it. So I'd rather not. I'm like, just don't say anything to me if you don't mean it.
Right.
I'm like, just don't even say anything.
Yeah, because I'm going to latch onto that.
Yes, it does the world no good. Not my work. Yeah. So.
But it is true. Affirmation, I think, is important to most people. Well, now whether you get it verbally or some other way.
Right.
But to validate what you're doing sometimes, because, it's tough sometimes when you are doing something that you may not feel like you're being appreciated for. Whether that's the dishes at home,
right, yeah,
or something else,
yeah.
And then when somebody says something, it's like, oh, okay, thank you,
yeah,
thank God for letting them say that,
yeah. Well, and I'm like that whenever I'm scared. So I have a tendency I'm a test the waters kind of girl.
Oh,
because I'm always, I have a tendency to not trust my own judgment. So I listen for those words of encouragement when I think I want to step into something or I want to, go this direction. Or I tend to look around and say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?
Right.
Like, because I need someone to say, oh, yes, that's totally you. Or to save me and say,
are you sure about that?
Maybe you shouldn't do that. Yeah.
Have you really thought about that?
Yeah, I rely a little too much on it. I know that it's a weakness of mine, but it's definitely a gift to me whenever people will come alongside and say, yes, you should definitely do that. So,
well, I know
words, man.
I have talked about, mentioned this lots of times. You know, after 11 years of doing this morning show, almost going on 11 years, there have been times through those years it's like, what am I doing? Should I really be doing this?
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
And inevitably, someone will just out of the blue say something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
good timing.
Okay. I guess I'll do it some more, you know.
I'll keep going.
Right. Yeah. And do you have that as a musician too?
I do. I mean, I'm very fortunate because my husband is involved in my music, and he's with me 24/7 pretty much. So it's nice to get that, you know, oh, I really like that. Even that little bit of that, even saying, hey, I like that, the way you worded that, or I like the way, you know, whatever, any sort of structure on a song. And he'll encourage me in that way, tells me exactly what you're saying. It even tells me, keep going. You're on the right path. Yes, keep. And I get that encouragement even from him just complimenting a detail on a song.
Yeah.
You know, because it feels like, oh, you're paying attention and you're actually looking forward with me.
Yeah.
Now, he may not really be thinking that, but that's what I feel. So,
well,
and that's what I care about.
It's the truth.
That's what I need. So
he does adore you, though.
He does. He's really too good for me. I tell him.
Oh,
I mean, like y'all don't know. Like he's yes, because he does everything. He does all the house stuff. You know, I'm doing better, but I say that
the house stuff.
Oh, see, y'all don't know the gem that I found. Like,
okay, well, Jason should be
cooks. I know he does. He does cooking. He goes to Walmart. He goes to the store. So he does all the shopping, and it's kind of therapeutic for him, I guess.
What are you doing?
But
anyway, Richelle, what do you do?
Exactly. That's why I say, why is this still happening?
You just get to be beautiful and write lovely songs and sing them.
I sing to him every night. No, he's very good about telling me what I am, you know, what I do contribute to our home. And the cool thing is he says things to me like how much I respect him, like means a lot to him, and how I love on our children, and the way that I try to, you know, listen to them and be there for them, the way that I mother them, like those kinds of things. He says, you contribute that stuff, so I don't care that you don't unload and load the dishwasher, or you forget about the laundry, or, you know, dust or whatever. You know, he doesn't.
Dust?
Yeah, it's a thing. I know, and I swear this came up the first or second time I was here. We mentioned dusting, and I'm like, yeah, it's apparently something. It's a thing. Like, people do it, I guess, but
well,
don't waste your time.
There's
it's not
a
important.
meme out there about, you know, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and so that's the reason they don't dust is because it might be somebody.
I mean,
yeah.
You know,
I kind of like that idea. Right now,
it's respectful.
I could write my name on shelves at my house. Easily.
I've got spots, except for where guests can actually see.
Oh,
that's the only place that I ever like, and it's when people are coming over. That's when I clean the most.
That's the best motivator, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're coming to my house in 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh! Forget about it though.
Yeah, shut the doors.
Yes.
You know,
throw everything in the rooms and shut the doors.
Put some tapestries over stuff.
If you start pulling sheets out to cover things, that's probably a bad sign. But.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're getting ready to paint.
Yeah.
Sorry, you have to sit on a sheet.
Well,
oh man,
survival.
We're here with Richelle Sigrist. Now, how has the music been going? Are you writing much?
Oh yeah, I don't remember the last time that I was here. I mean,
we didn't go back and look. But it seemed like it's been a long time.
It's been a while. It feels like it's been a long time. And I know I was here after I left the church, the Hope Church here in town. Went back home to Stillwater. Basically, went back to my home church. Just felt like that was something God wanted me to do, and it was a great move for us and for them, obviously, because they've got a great worship team going. And that's always cool. But I know that I know it was after that, but that's been a year, because that was in January of last year. Yeah. So it's been a year. So I'm not sure, but as far as writing, yeah, I'm still writing some, and I've had moments of being fairly busy acoustically speaking.
Haven't you been playing like in Ponca?
Yeah. Yeah, Ponca City. I played at the Astoria
Yeah.
Boulevard and Bistro, or Bistro and Boulevard. Boulevard and Bistro, whatever. I can never remember which word comes first. That's my bad.
Astoria B&B.
Yeah, and Vortex Brewery.
Oh, yeah.
Vortex Alley Brewery, yeah. So I've been playing there some, and then got back to, like, I played Sonati's a little while ago. And but, you know, I have a 14-year-old son at home, so he's 14. He just had a birthday, okay?
Oh, okay.
He just had a birthday. So saying 14 is like...
October. No, I'm kidding.
No, March 1st. Thank you very much.
Okay.
But anyway, and so I
Teenagers.
don't pursue a ton. Just I like to be, you know, around him. Of course, he's in his room playing Fortnite, so he doesn't really care too much. But
as a parent, you do want to make sure you know that you're still connected.
Absolutely.
Especially when they get to be about that age.
Right. Oh, for sure.
I mean,
you know,
definitely all the way
to
through.
know we're available, especially, you know, that I'm not always gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And because Jason does so much of the music with me, you know, he's always there, too. And so he leaves. So Connor stays home, you know, hangs out at home playing his Fortnite with his friends. And again, like, we just have to gauge that with every season as it comes.
Yeah.
Not knowing, you know, initially. We don't have, like, a set plan. We try to, like, go with the flow.
Right.
So
priorities.
Yes,
he is your priority
absolutely
right now.
he is. Yeah. And so I'm not super busy in the next month. Like, for instance, this month I don't have any shows at all, and then I've got like one in April and then one in May, and it's just not pursuing a ton.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Because that is something
I don't know what I'm doing, Molly.
I think you're doing the right thing.
I think so too. I am thinking, though, I may need to look into having an external source of some sort. Like, looking into what is it like to have a manager or a promoter, or I don't know what that looks like, because I'm very ignorant to the whole process. I just play and have fun with it. But I do want to play more than I am.
Yeah.
But
Well.
So.
Okay. Now I have seen you like at Medela.
Yeah. Ooh, that's fun. That's always fun.
I can't remember what show that was. It may have been one of the last ones I went to, because like I've been.
Well, and Nadia had her birthday party, so I got to play.
I didn't get to go to that.
Yeah, I got to meet Kyle Reed for the first time.
Oh my gosh!
I've heard that boy's name so many times. I'm like, how do I not know this man?
Awesome.
And it just so happened that she asked me, and then and Shandy, and I knew that, and then she mentioned him, and I'm like, oh, I'm finally gonna get to meet him. So he's a super nice guy.
Super nice.
Yeah, really talented.
Easy on the eyes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, well, I know. I'll talk about that.
You talk about that. Yeah.
But so talented and a genuinely nice guy.
Genuinely nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I get that a lot from musicians that I've met. I mean, there are a few that I'm like, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but we don't mesh or whatever.
Right.
But it's really cool to me to be introduced to someone who you've heard their name again like so much, and you don't know what I don't know what to expect. And then I love it when they're genuinely nice people.
Yeah.
That's just like the icing.
Right, because you
like,
hear about them and you think, oh, they're kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, they
they're
seem
playing
to be.
on this record. They've got their own stuff going on.
Yeah.
They're producing.
They record their own stuff. Yeah,
right.
recording
They're doing
their stuff,
all that
promoting,
stuff, and then you think, oh, are they going to know just how great they are and act that way?
Right.
But he's definitely one of those nice guys.
Yeah.
And he'll be playing at Medela's on Monday night.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
With Aaron Eads.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't either. Well, you know how Rigby.
Yes.
Getting used to
that. I can't get used to that.
Yeah. She's very good about bringing people together.
She's a networker.
And then Tanner Fields.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we're planning. Jason and I are planning on going, so I'm excited.
Somebody's coming in Monday.
Oh.
We're not quite sure who.
Oh.
I think it's Tanner, but it could be Aaron, or it could be all of them. I don't know.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
You never know. That's what I love the Monday night at Modela's, because I think that I love what she's doing, but I also, of course, really love playing them. Because it's really great as a songwriter, because you actually get, people are looking and listening. They're actually paying attention. And when you play, any of the bar scene at all, the nightlife scene at all, even in a quieter, more mellow place like a wine bar like Zanotti's or whatever, you're still, you know, people are there to socialize. They're not really there to listen to you.
Whereas this
unless
is
you have fans.
listening.
But here, yes, and I wish we had more of that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, in the area. I really wish we had more of that.
I know what show it was. Callow.
Oh, man.
Callow, Jared Deck, and Andy Adams.
Oh, yes. Oh, and I saw something on TV. I was at the gym and saw...
Callow?
Yes. What is that? Is
play it loud. That's down at Shawnee at the Grand.
I mean, it was so professional. I'm like, she's a big deal. I mean,
well,
she should be.
Levi Parham has played that. There's been several of our folks
that
have done that. But
Callow, man, I love her vibe, man. Oh, her style is like gritty.
I love her.
I love her.
In love.
I know, man. I know. Well, she's got it going on. Like, I'm impressed.
All right. Well, we're gonna listen to the news right now.
Oh, okay.
You are gonna do some playing and singing for us here. We're here with Richelle Sigrist, but right now we're gonna listen to a little Oklahoma News Network. You were listening to Home with the KUSH Girls, 1600 KUSH Cushing. Yeah, that Play It Loud series. They've had, first time I heard of it, I guess it was the first one, because Carter's also been. And it was, I saw on TV, it's like, Levi Parham is on TV? You know?
What is this?
And according to my picture, it was you and Greg, January of last year.
We just chatterboxes around here.
You know,
That's
we
right,
get along.
we're catching up.
We're friends.
That's right. That's what I like to think anyway. That's what I believe.
We're friends, so it's cool.
Yes, yes. I think so too. I guess I better put my headphones on so I can hear the cue. So you gonna play something new this morning or something?
Yeah, I'll play something new.
Okay.
You want me to play? Are you wanting me to get ready now?
Well, you don't have to.
Okay, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll get my picks out because I have to have more than one. Because I drop picks.
Oh, not like Nadia. I hope. Okay, here we go.
I don't know what that means.
It's here with Richelle Sigrist, and we got chatting it up there during the news, and kind of forgot that we were supposed to get back on the air. and I promised everybody that you're gonna play for us here in a few minutes, and you had to get picks out of your pocket.
Yes,
And you said you
more
drop
than one.
picks all the time.
More than one. I think it's more of a fear. I do.
You and Nadia.
I do, but I do drop them. But I'm not a crazy guitar player anyway, you know? So it's not like I'm going nuts and then it's just, I'm a vocalist, man. I'm a singer and I play guitar to accompany my voice. But so I think it's just a security thing. I like to have at least more than one.
To find out all the secrets.
More than one, just in case, because.
Well, Nadia was in here the other day in Rigby, and she was dropping picks like crazy.
Yeah.
And then she would find them, and then she'd pick them up. She has like a little pickpocket.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah.
And she was telling this whole story about her and her picks.
Wow.
So, you guys are friends. Maybe it's rubbing off some way.
Well.
Could be.
I mean, I'd like different things from her to rub off. Like, that'd be nice instead of dropping picks. But because she's like we said earlier, like, she's a great networker.
She is.
She really is. And she's so friendly that it makes it real easy for her. I'm sure that makes it easy for her, too, to be such a great networker, like, because she's so friendly.
And she supports fellow musicians.
Yeah.
You know, so, talk about a growth. We've really watched that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Since the first time she came in.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I know. I agree.
To watch.
Yeah.
Well, what you going to do for us this morning? Get that guitar of yours. Your beautiful guitar.
Thank you.
It is.
It's starting already.
It's wanting to start without you.
Hey. I mean, I have a kind of an upbeat. I don't write a whole lot of upbeat stuff, and I've started trying to be a little more intentional of doing some more upbeat stuff. But this song doesn't have a title. I cannot find a title for it. For some reason, it just doesn't feel right.
I think titling stuff is difficult.
It's hard. It's just gotta feel right, you know? So you're gonna laugh, but I call it my Throat Punch the Devil song.
Oh.
And because, you know,
I am laughing.
For me, okay, like, when it comes to my faith, like, I believe in the supernatural. So, if I'm going to believe in, like, the supernatural of, like, angels and all that, then I believe in the negative as well.
Right.
You know, the opposite. So, and I feel like there's an enemy that wants to kill and destroy us. So, that's not heavy at all. But,
No.
but so this song is just like the whole, like, okay, you know what? I see you and I'm not gonna, no. Like, I'm not taking it today.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. That's what
Throat
it's
punching the devil.
Yeah. But those words are not in the song at all. So that's why I don't know what to title it. So we'll see.
Well, maybe our listeners and viewers will give you some pointers.
Ideas would be great.
Yeah.
I like to
see
hear
what
the ideas.
they think
That's
it's
right.
titled. Not that she's going to use it as the title, but she might.
You never know.
All right, Richelle Sigrist here at the KUSH.
When I'm feeling down, I can bet you'll come around, 'cause you're a weak and dirty soul, and you want to have control. But keep your words smooth as butter, and keep your super shiny things. You can promise me everything I see, but the answer is still the same. And your grass is looking green, but I know you ain't what you seem, 'cause when the light shines on you, oh, there's no denying the truth. Well, you can't deny the truth. So keep your words smooth as butter, and keep your super shiny things. You can promise me everything I see, but the answer is still the same. I need a guitarist, a lead. Yeah. Same old tactics, same old lies, hoping I will compromise. And I know I'm not free of sin, but I swear I won't let you in. Well, this time I won't let you in. So keep your words smooth as butter, and keep your super shiny things. Well, you can't promise me everything I see, but the answer, oh no, I don't care who you are, and I don't care who you know. Well, you can hand me the moon and I'll just give it back to you, so you can go where you can go.
I like it.
Tell the devil to go to hell. Yeah. Thanks.
Richelle Sigrist with a new song.
New song.
Untitled.
Please help.
Yeah.
Suggestions. I will take them.
And you are kind of looking for some bandmates, aren't you?
Yes. I am. I need
Who
water.
was
so.
that? Yes.
That was desperation, Richelle. I'm kidding. I'm not desperate, but I do have a few shows that we are already scheduled, like later in the summer and early fall that are full band. And I mean, I can, like in a pinch, I've got a lot of people that wouldn't mind jumping in, but the thing is, like, my original bandmates just cannot commit. You know, they've got things in their lives that have come up, and I have to be really honest about what I need. You know, I had to be real honest about that this year, and so we decided it was best, and they all know I love them, so, you know. But I now have a bass player. I'm very excited. I did find a bass player, but I need a drummer and a lead guitarist for sure. to commit. Yeah.
So anyone watching, listen.
Yeah, and if you know anybody,
or if you know somebody, it's like, what about so and so?
Let some friends. Yeah, like if you have a friend, let them know. Maybe they're interested. Maybe they're not. I mean, I posted something on a page on Facebook that I didn't even know existed. But it's cool. It's Oklahoma Musicians Wanted. That's what it's called. And it's for the sole purpose of finding musicians. So to help, to be a part of your band. So, but that means it's all of Oklahoma. So it doesn't, it's,
it doesn't necessarily.
You're about 2 hours away. It's not going to work.
Right, right. But that is one of the difficult things, is getting a band that can play with you consistently.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great musicians
out
there to throw a band together.
Absolutely. But they are committed to multiple bands.
Right.
Or they, and that's the thing, like Greg Worthy, who played for me
last time.
Yes. And he's fantastic, as anyone who even knows who he is knows. Like, he's insanely talented. Super nice guy, too. I mean, but... he's a part of 51 Junction.
Right.
And he was a part of them first.
Right.
So, and Nick, of course. But
Nick
Gedra, sorry. I don't say last names. I should do it. And they're all fantastic. And that's the thing. Like, they're busy and they're good. And so why would I ever want to try to pull him toward what I'm doing when I see the progress and the potential that they have? Like, I'm like, never mind. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're still friends, man. Right. And I know he would, again, in a pinch if I needed him. And he knows a lot of my stuff, so.
But when they're so busy.
But when they're busy, man. They're all busy.
Then you can't just expect at a drop of a hat, especially.
Yeah.
To say, hey, I need a band tomorrow.
Right. And I'm not a big fan of doing that anyway. For me, because I've noticed, like, a lot of my music, in comparison to a lot of the musicians I know, they can jump in on each other's stuff fairly well. I mean, and because they're super talented.
Right.
But sometimes the structures of my songs, because I don't really know what I'm doing, if it sounds right, I'll put it in there. And so I'll have chords played sometimes in weird places, or a lot of stops and a lot of, and you don't have time to explain all of that to someone who's jumping in short notice. So it's hard to.
Well, and even to remember to explain it.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, I forget. So
it's like,
I'm like, just figure it out.
Whoops, that's just the way I do it. Yeah. Was I supposed to tell you that?
I actually, Morgan had me, if you know Morgan.
Yeah,
you know Morgan.
Yeah, we know Morgan.
Of course you know Morgan. And she was playing out at Iron Monk one night, and Jason and I went out to support her, and then at some point during her set, she asked me to come up there and do a song, and I'm like, As
long as you don't have to kickbox her.
Oh, gosh, no. She'd lay me out. She's so much tougher than me. We know that, so I'm on her good side. But so her band was there, and they were like, do you want us to play with you? And I was like, sure. And I didn't realize, like, I just got stressed. And so I did this song.
Oh.
Because it's a fun song for me. But I started it faster than normal because I was a little, like, caught off guard or whatever. And then they jumped in, and then it all felt like, oh my gosh. And then it just got faster, it seemed like, because that's what happens whenever you...
crescendo of this
Oh
is
my
amazing.
Gosh. Yeah, wow. But, I mean, Jason was like, it sounded okay, don't worry about it. So, but they were kind, to stay up there and kind of add flair to what I was doing. So that was cool, actually. They're all great guys, too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Well, how about
that's why I need a band.
Yeah. So
that's why I need a band.
Richelle needs a band. She has a bass player, but she needs a lead guitar and a drummer.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Maybe we can hook you up.
Hey, do it.
Yeah. So, how about a little something else for us?
Okay. I will do... let me think, because I should have thought a little further ahead on this. I've already done Mercy on here before, so I'm going to do a slower song. Is that okay?
That's great.
So I wrote this song because of a friend of mine. I was having a moment. I was having an issue. And so, like, I went to her to talk and just for some support. And she was incredible. I mean, this woman, we partnered together on a project. It's called Brave Your Heart Out, which I'm wearing a shirt.
Oh, yes.
And so she's a really dear friend of mine. And she helped me through some stuff, and so I don't know, I was inspired about that. Inspired me. That inspired me. So I wrote this song.
Yeah, does it have a title?
It does. It's called Not Alone. So hopefully you like it.
All right. Richelle Sigrist here at KUSH.
Lend me your ear. Do you have a moment? Do you have the time for what's on my mind? 'Cause I'm feeling weak and I'm feeling broken, and I need reminding of who I can be, of who I can be. Well, I know you're busy, and I know you're working, running here and there and everywhere for those you love. So I'll make it fast and leave out the details, 'cause they don't get me where I'm going no more. They just weigh me down. Take my hand, remind me of who I am, that I can be strong and I don't belong in the cold. Help me see what's right in front of me, and I'll be okay knowing today I'm not alone. No, I'm not alone. Oh no. Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes I'm not that tough. Sometimes I need a friend who understands me. Take my hand, remind me of who I am, that I can be strong and I don't belong in the cold. And help me see what's right in front of me, and I'll be okay knowing today I'm not alone. Not alone. Oh no. Sometimes it's too much, yeah. Sometimes I'm not that tough. Sometimes I need a friend who understands me. Take my hand, remind me of who I am, that I can be strong and I don't belong here in the cold. And help me see what's right in front of me, I'll be okay knowing today I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
Richelle Sigrist. I like that one too. What a nice tribute to your friend.
Thank you.
But
everyone needs an April Chomlahan in their life.
well,
Everyone.
and you know, I like the lyrics. Remind me.
Thank you.
Sometimes we all need reminded.
Oh, exactly. It's not even that you need like advice. You know, like sometimes it's not advice that you need. What you need is someone who can just put a mirror in front of your face. Like, okay, let me remind you of all the things you are, so that you don't start believing. Yeah, because it sounds like you're believing a bunch of lies.
Right.
And so let me just remind you of the things that you are and where you are right now, and help you shift your focus. Because I think that's part of, well, for me anyway, it's a lot of times that's why what I'm needing at the time when I go to a friend or sit with my husband or whatever. I'm like, I'm stressing about life or whatever.
Right.
You know, I stress a lot. So.
And sometimes just having somebody who hears you.
Yeah.
That actually is listening to you.
Like, we'll take the time out of their craziness just to sit with you. That's important.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what that's about.
Well, and we're real happy you came by today.
Me too.
And
thanks for having me.
Next show is in April.
I wrote it down. I'm so, right now. I'm just, it is actually. I'm playing the Stillwater Arts Festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm doing solo acoustic for that, and I'm in the evening, so I'm at 6 o'clock, like
and
6 to
what's
7.
the date on that?
That is April the 20th.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, it's like May 10th at Vortex in Ponca.
Yeah.
And again, there may be some things between now and then that show up, but right now that's what I got. I'm playing a wedding actually in April. This is new because I've played maybe a song or two at a wedding, but they're actually having me do like the processional, songs that actually I already know, which is nice. And they're having me do a cocktail hour, which is intriguing. I just don't know much about weddings apparently, but that is a really cool idea, by the way.
Yeah.
To have a cocktail hour, and so I'm playing the transition of that to like into the cocktail hour and the first dance and the daddy-daughter dance, and let me tell you, that stuff is emotional. It's hard, but it's a fun.
Are they giving you a
gig.
List?
Yeah, they have a list of songs. Oh yes.
Yeah, gotta have that.
Yes.
Wouldn't you hate to have to decide on your
own? Oh gosh, that'd be awful. No, I'm not choosing a song for you. But yeah, so. It's going to be fun.
So you can be had for weddings, too.
I can do weddings. I mean, and we're not going to, don't put me in place of your DJ, but, because I can't do that. Right. I can't play YMCA or anything.
And if somebody wants to get in touch with you, follow you, get your CD, most recent CD.
Yes.
How can they do that?
I'm on Facebook at Richelle Sigrist Music.
Okay.
You have to put music at the end of it. It's actually, I think it's Richelle Sigrist -music. Yeah. And I do have a website that's just RichelleSigrist.com, but it's not super, it has current stuff on it because of Facebook, but there's information there that there's email to like info@RichelleSigrist.com. Like
all that. Yeah.
And so unfortunately my name is all in it, which means it gets misspelled and people have a hard time finding it.
RICHELLESIGRIST.
See?
I wanted to make sure
that's what it is.
Yeah, I was saying it right.
Well, even venues that I'm scheduled to play, they'll post it where either online or they'll have it written on their little like easel thing outside, and it'll be spelled wrong. It'll be like not Rachel, but they'll put an A in it or something, or an S in my first name, Richelle with an S, or an E. It's almost always an E in Sigrist. I'm like, there's no E. Like you
Right.
Y'all didn't look.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So you
Whatever.
just go through with a marker or a piece of chalk. You carry that in your pocket.
I don't complain.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to do it. It's fun. I enjoy it, so it's
well,
fun.
thanks for finishing out our Friday for us.
Well, thank you for having me. It's
good
cool.
to
I
see you
messaged
again.
John. It was super fast, so
I did go fast.
it went
didn't
real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, I can show up this Friday. That's awesome.
Well, we are out of time. We hope that you will have a great weekend. Don't forget to set your clocks forward an hour.
Oh yeah.
Saturday night, Sunday morning, and keep your dials right here. 1600 KUSH Cushing. Peace out, everyone.
That's fun.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already daylight saving time.
I know. Yeah.
I mean,
and I've been getting up early. I say somewhat early in the morning, going to the gym. Jason and I have been really good about that lately.
Cool.
And we're like, we don't know how the time change is going to affect that.